Hi everybody, welcome back to the Young Grower. So in this video I'm going to show you how I'm filling up my brand new raised beds without having to spend a fortune on compost. I'm lucky I've got the chickens and that to use, but yeah, I thought I'd bring you along and show you how I'm filling them up and hopefully show you how you can do it without spending a fortune. I would like to say a big thank you and a welcome to all the new followers since my video about coming back onto YouTube. It's been overwhelming and I am so grateful. So we are now down on the new plot where all the new raised beds have been built. I will apologise, I haven't got my microphone today, so sorry if you hear the cars from the road. But yeah, we got these two to fill up, and then we also have this one here and the Nebraska cage to fill up. But as you can see, I have lined the raised beds just to stop the soil or anything that we put in there being in direct contact with the wood, making it last longer. But as you see, I have put lots of wood chips at the bottom already. This is just to bulk it up. I'm going to try and add as much things to the bottom of this raised bed so we have to put less compost in. So now we've put some wood chips at the bottom, I'm going to fill it up with some chicken bedding and also the wood chips from inside the chicken run. The main reason I do this way is because it's similar to Hugelkultue, where they bury logs and stuff in the ground and then put manure, compost, etc. on top of it, and this acts as a sponge throughout the year. The wood will absorb the water and then feed your plants, resulting in less watering. So that is my main method I'm using to fill these raised beds up. Yeah, I'm just trying to add as much as I possibly can at the bottom so it bulks it up and I haven't got to use so much compost. But I've done these on all my raised beds and I've had no problem with them whatsoever, and they just produce an abundance of organic vegetables throughout the year. So let's start getting the chicken bedding and that put into this raised bed. Then we'll go up and get some wood chips from inside the chicken run that have been in there for a while. Hugelkultue, pronounced Hugelkultue, means culture hill or hill mound. So instead of disposing of branches, leaves and grass clippings at the side of your plot or elsewhere, build a huge bed. Simply mound logs, branches, leaves, grass clippings, straw, cardboard, newspaper, manure, and then at the end just top it off with some soil and plant your veggies. The advantages of a hugel bed are so many. The gradual decay of wood will be a constant source of long-term nutrients for your plant. A large bed might give out a constant supply of nutrients for over 20 years, or even longer if using hardwood apparently. The composting wood also generates heat, which should extend the growing season and help with your seeds that are germinating. Soil aeration increases as those branches and logs break down, meaning the bed will be no-dig long term. The logs and the branches act like a sponge. Rainwater is stored and then released during drier times. And that is what I have heard quite a few times, and last year I hardly watered my no-dig raised bed garden because of this method. But whenever you do this method and you use any trees, please make sure they're dead and they're not going to sprout, because that would be a bad idea for your bed. But hopefully this just gives you a bit of an idea into what Hugelkultue is and how you could use this method in doing your raised bed. I like to use permaculture principles, and one of those principles is this method is trying to replicate what nature would naturally do in the wild. Over years and years you would have lots of decaying matter underneath, providing those nutrients for those trees and wildlife to flourish. So I try to replicate that the best way I can. So we have a wheelbarrow full of used chicken bedding. It's very stinky. I'm going to go and put in the raised bed. By adding this bedding that is full of poo and lots of nutrients on top of these wood chips, it will also help break them down over time. So that's the first load in. So now I'm going to get some more bedding. The chickens have been digging their bedding out everywhere. So what we're going to do is take a wheelbarrow of this down and then scrape out lots of this in here to finish it off. But they're full as well. So I've got plenty to use to fill them all up. And I'm going to do all the raised beds in the same way. Yeah. But these guys are the workers on this allotment, giving me great stuff to grow in. This bedding is actually hemp chicken bedding. It holds a lot of moisture, which is good, and I'm hoping this is going to be a giant sponge throughout the season. Yeah, so let's get that put in a moment, but a cup of tea break is needed first. And there we go, that is all the chicken bedding. I was going to bring some of the wood chips down from up top, but it started raining. So what we're going to do is just take some out of that bag. That there used to be in the raised bed that's there. So I'm just going to put some of this on and then finish it off with some nice compost. Yeah, it's getting wet and I'm ready to go home. So let's get this done quickly so we can finish up. So it's turned from being a little shower to full on tipping it down. Yeah, so I made it my plot neighbour shed because it's closer. So I wish it was dry so we could get things done. I want to hit my target for finishing all the building by the end of March. Great British weather at its finest. Yeah, so let's hope the sun will come back in a moment. Fingers crossed. So this rain is not stopping, we just got to push through it, yeah, and get it done. There's another load put in there, just got to level it out and then we can put some nice fresh compost on top. So now we're going to get some fresh compost just to finish it off and block any weed seeds that may come up from this. Don't dig it with no dig it, it's simple. It's about layering organic matter and not digging it and letting the microbes and all the beneficial nutrients flourish, creating an amazing growing space. So the raised bed is all filled up. It could do with probably a little bit more compost on this end, but it's fine for today. And yeah, I can't be bothered to get any more wet, but I'm hoping this just shows you how simple and easy it is to start a raised bed without having to use lots of compost. You can do this with adding wood logs at the bottom of the raised bed to bulk it up, manure. There's plenty of stuff you can use as long as it is organic matter. Yeah, it would do great. So if you want to know more about Hugelkultue, I would go over to the internet and Google it and have a little look. I will eventually do some more posts about it when I got some time. But it's another no dig raised bed set up. How typical is this? As soon as I stop recording, finish everything, the rain stops. Typical, absolutely typical. The next stage will be to do the same to this bed and this bed. But now that I've shown you, I am not going to have to record all of that. Yeah, I'm rambling on again and again, but I'm thinking this year to grow my giant sunflower in these will be absolutely awesome. Got some seeds from the UK world record, 67 inches in circumference, what is mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. I had to Google it a few times just to make sure I didn't misread it, but apparently that's correct. Compost I am using for this is from Southwest Composting. You can buy it in bulk bags like that one over there. So if you're in Plymouth local, it's £42 per bag. Yeah, head over and give them a Google or drop me a message and I'll send you their details. I'm going to do a video very soon of how to build a raised bed like I have. I've got one more raised bed left to build, so we're going to do a video and just show you how simple and easy it is to build a raised bed using the method I use. It can be used for multiple different woods. Yeah, So we will catch up very soon. I want to say a big thank you for watching, commenting, subscribing. So thank you, and we will see each other soon. If you've not yet hit the subscribe button, please click this icon and yeah, subscribe to the channel. And there's also some videos that YouTube have recommended for you to watch, so head over and have a look. Thank you very much.